of you on time. Thank you. And so we are very fortunate to welcome Her Grace Anang Mohini Mataji today with all of us. So as we please welcome all three big round Haribos. I would like to call upon Her Grace Mataji, who is the girls' voice mentor of Pune, to introduce Her Grace Anang Mohini Mataji, because I think she knows her very much better than me and she would be the best person to introduce her. Please take a chair. Hare Krishna. So, I think everybody can see me. I want to sit under her. Hare Krishna. We are so happy to see all of you. Today I will introduce Anang Mohini, Her Grace Anang Mohini Mataji. And I know her from very beginning when she, okay, I'll start like that. In 1999 she got introduced to Krishna consciousness when she was in Bombay. So Bombay Chowpatty is a famous congregation, you must have heard about it. So there she got connected when she just passed her 12th. So since then she is practicing, chanting, following everything. And then later how she came to Pune? Oh, Mataji is here. Should I continue, Mataji? Okay. Okay. So she got married and that's how she came to Pune congregation. And Prabhuji, His Grace Jai Gopal Prabhuji, you can type in YouTube, every lecture of Prabhuji is excellent, worth hearing many times. Because for me, I always like him speaking and hearing because there's a lot of experience and realization. On Mataji, from beginning, she got married and then she came here, and 2005, since 2005 she's running Girls' Voice. That means the beginning. Radheshyam Prabhuji gave charge to her when she had no children also, I think that time, no, Mataji? Since then she is taking care of Girls' Voice. And many girls have already trained and got married and with children now and preaching in their respective areas. Girls don't stay at one place, no? They get married and go. So, Mataji is now not only training girls, but on a higher level, she is also training Matajis how to take care of girls, in different areas. So that is a very great contribution, and we are all serving under Radheshyam Prabhuji, and Radheshyam Prabhuji is very happy, and he always tells us also, to work under, myself I'm telling, to work under Anang Mohini Mataji and Yugal Priya Mataji here in Pune. So Mataji is basically expertise, her expertise is her degree in child psychology. So that adds to her teaching, in Srila Prabhupada's mission. That is very valuable again, you are using your qualification in Krishna's service. And she got initiation way back, first initiation in 2003. Most of you might have gone or not gone. 2003. And then 2014, second initiation. We had Harinam Diksha and Brahman Diksha when you are qualified to serve the deities, So that means her sincerity, shows all these upcoming things. Or I will not take much time because there is a lot to say. My personal thing also. One thing I will add: whatever today I am serving Girls' Voice is because of her. Too much She gave me the opportunity. She asked me one day, Mataji, can you look for the girls and can you take Bhagavad Gita classes? I said, yes, I will try. I will try to serve to my level best. And I'm very grateful today I am engaged in some way in Srila Prabhupada's mission. I or anyone can never fully qualified, can never feel fully qualified. But whatever little we can serve, it gives great satisfaction and bliss that I am worth doing something, 0.001%. And that Krishna sends us through some devotees, So I'm here because of her today. Literally, otherwise there are many programs. How can I know about girls' voice? So I am here, and I'm I'm very grateful to Mataji. And this is a short introduction because I think she has a lot to say, and you have to relish her realizations, her experience, her learning, her hard work also, because इनके दो बच्चे हैं माताजी के, a girl and a boy. Now the girl is in 10th standard. So she raised her so nicely, her and the son also. So she has a lot of things to share. So let's welcome Her Grace Anang Mohini Mataji in our girl's voice forum. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Mic is on.
Loud enough, right? Anyways, I'm loud enough. So, but still, yes, I would like to thank Prem Bhakti Mataji for such sweet and encouraging words. By hearing her name, Prem Bhakti Ras, you must have understood how she is. And tomorrow you are going to experience, by hearing from her. So you'll understand what qualities she has. I'm not going to speak about her now, but I'm sure you'll experience it tomorrow. I would also like to thank Yugal Priya for calling me and giving me a chance to speak to all of you. I've really heard a lot about Hyderabad girls. I was just telling Mataji's, sitting here I'm really embarrassed because Radheshyam Prabhu glorifies you all, with 10 marks. He really feels you are really, and I'm sure you all are very sincere, very dedicated, very enthusiastic. In fact, Yugal Priya was sharing yesterday that these girls are really sincere. And the way she said, I was like, wow. So I'm really happy to be with all of you. Thank you for giving me this chance, and please do bear me for some time. So don't go on, मेरे introduction पे मत जाओ. वो बोलते हैं क्या बोलते हैं? बड़ी बातें छोटा काम. वैसा है यहाँ पे. So you know how devotees are, they like to glorify. So please don't, grade me into that introduction. I am a very small person. I would like to learn from all of you. And I'm only here to learn and revise what I have learned from my senior. So before we start, can we just have a short prayer? Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunvetam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Padamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Sadvaitam Savadhutam Harijana Saritam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhamritamscha Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanusre Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashakya Deshadarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So again, thank you very much. So I'm sure since 2 days you all are having a good time, right? You are in Pandharpur, there you all have really a wonderful time, having kirtan, melodious kirtan, immersed in the holy names, and many other places you all must have visited. So you had good time, so you are Krishnais, right? So in your spiritual life you all are Krishnais, right? So tell me, have you played that jigsaw puzzle anytime? Isne khela? Yes. What do we do with that game? Yes. So there are different pieces and you have to arrange it. And once you arrange all the pieces in a correct way, what do we get? The final result, right? Similarly, we all are trying to arrange different pieces of our life, right? There are different pieces of our life. We all want to be happy. We all want to have a complete good life, right? And so we are trying to arrange that. But kabhi some pieces go here and there. Some pieces are missing, and then we try to find. But the one main important piece, if we add in our life, that is Krishna, what happens? Our life becomes happy. Our life becomes amazing. No, of course there are miseries. It's not that Krishna comes. We are going to be very peaceful, happy. There are going to be problems, but we are able to handle them correctly or in a proper way. So we have to always remember that one missing link, Krishna, should always be in our life. So when we do that, our life becomes Krishna's. So we all know how to hear the right sound in our spiritual life, right? We all are hearing the right sound in spiritual life and we are becoming happy. Now, let us try to focus, how can we hear the right sound in a material life? Are you getting my question? What do you mean by hearing the right sound in material life? Who can tell me that? What is material life? Let me first go. What is your understanding of material life? Okay, something which is not Krishna conscious. Now tell me what is not Krishna conscious. Okay, something which we do, something related to our body.
Something which is temporary for our pleasure.
Okay.
Material attachments.
Material attachments. Okay, all these are very big words for me. Yes, I was looking for this. A relationship. So, in a material life, which relationship do we give focus or give importance to? Family. Who else? Friends. Colleagues, relatives.
Valuable things.
Sorry?
Valuable things.
I didn't get it.
Valuable things.
Valuable things, okay. Job. Okay. So there are so many things to which we give importance, right? So today I'm just going to take 3 things. Okay, in a material life, how can we hear the right sound of 3 things? Of our parents, of our friend, and of someone very dear friend, whose name I'm going to tell later. Okay? So now parents. I'm sorry, there are some parents over here. I am myself a parent. Our parents know chick, right? Who agrees? My hand is on top because I do the same thing with my children. Arey, ye kyun nahi kiya? Do this, do that. Ye kahan pe kyun rakha? Why you want this? Arey, abhi to ye laya tha. Do you agree? Yes, our parents do so much of chick. And then we are like, arey yaar, my mother is not able to understand me. Right? And mother will mind check, daughter is not understanding me. So do you all agree? Yes. Even I had the same experience many years back when I was a daughter. I used to also feel, my mommy doesn't understand me. I am trying to become a devotee now. I am trying to do so many things, but my mother is not able to understand me. So we have this problem in our life, right? We feel our mother doesn't understand, our parents don't understand, and then there are some family problems. Do you agree? So what do we do? Do you like that problems happening? Do you get pleasure in that? Because we don't like the chick also of mother. If she says one thing, you say 10 things to her. Same you tell, but later I am sure you all must be reflecting, right? But yeah, why did I say this to my mother? I remember, when I was in college, I used to feel like because I have joined Krishna consciousness, I became a pure. I had that feeling. So I used to feel whatever I am doing is right, and whatever my parents are doing, because at that time my parents were not for this. So I was like, what they were doing in us is a wrong game. We are in material life and I am in spiritual life. So whatever they used to do, I used to be and you know, I used to think, क्या कर रहे हो, कैसे कर रहे हो, ऐसा क्यों, वैसा क्यों? But now, when I became a parent, I am understanding the situation. Like, you know, why they used to do this. So, remember, you know, at this age of life, we at times see our parents as our enemies. Not exactly enemies, but someone who don't favor us. Someone who are always behind us. Someone who always tell us what to do and what not to do. There are bombardments of instruction. You do this, do that, yay, go, and then you feel like, yeah, I know what to do. Now I am dash years old. I know I can take charge of my life. But what we hear from our parents is their negative words. Do we all hear negative words? Yes. But can you understand their emotion, their concern? Have you ever thought what they are going through? We never. I'll give you one small example. A girl, because we are girls, we'll take example of girls. You know, imagine a girl, she has gone for a birthday party of a friend, right? And it's 8 o'clock, 8:39, and we have told our mother or parents that I'm going to come home by 9 o'clock. You know, we have a mobile. But still, it's 8:45 and there's a call on the mobile. Where are you? Mummy, 9 baje bola hai na? I told you 9 o'clock, have patience. But still, that call is there. And by chance, instead of 9, you reach home at 9:05. What will happen? She'll not say, come beta, welcome. She's not going to say, why are you so late? Don't you know, see the time? What is this? And Mama, I'm just here. And at times you think, why did I come home? It was good, you know, for half an hour I would have been in the party, I would have enjoyed. Better my mother would have gone to sleep and then I would have come. It would have been great. My mood has changed just by coming home. Sorry, I feel I'm not comfortable. Can I just speak like that? Yes, I'm loud. So we feel like, why like this? So, we can hear the chick of our mothers, but have you ever thought what fear, what concern your mother must be going since 8 o'clock? Did we think about it? 8 o'clock, my daughter is all alone on the street. She's worried that something wrong happened to her. Now I'm sure she doesn't want anything wrong to happen. She doesn't want anything wrong. She will never ever think that something wrong should happen. Right? But that fear is there. That concern is there. And when that fear and problem is, parents, they don't know how to express their fear and concern. They really don't. They cannot express their fear. They not speak. They will not say like that. They will not express their fear and concern. But when they speak to you, they speak about, "Arey, itna late ho gaya, ye late ho gaya." So they are not able to express themselves. And what we hear is their negative words. And then we are not able to hear the right thing. So we should always remember, you know, our parents are our well-wishers. Never ever there will be a time when they will feel or they will think कि कुछ गलत हो with my daughter or with my child. They always will pray that, you know, every time, whatever, the whole world का goodness should come to my daughter. Right? They will look for a good match for you. They will try to find a good college for you. They will try to do best for you. Whether it is in their capacity or whether it's not. Right? There's a story. Once there was a boy who needed a new pair of shoes. And he already had a good pair of shoes, but he was adamant. No, I want a pair of shoes. And the parents were like, "Beta, you already have one pair of shoes. Why you need a second one?" No, my friends, they have branded one. So even I need a branded one. If you know what are the cost of branded shoes, right? They are very costly. Not everyone can afford, or even if everyone can afford, not everyone feel the need to use them. So the parents had kept that money for some other purpose. But because the child was not ready to listen, they used all that money to buy a new pair of shoes for him. And when they got that new pair of shoe, the boy was very happy. He wore that shoe and he was roaming here and there. And suddenly, he happened to open the shoe rack of his house. And he saw his parents' shoes. His father's shoes had a big hole. It had a big hole, and never ever a thought came in his father's mind that I think I'm audible, right?
Yes.
Yes. So never ever that thought crossed in their parents' mind that they should buy a shoe for themselves. But when the child saw this, he really felt bad. I'll speak on this. No, I'll speak on this, no problem. He really felt bad. No, this one. Okay. He really felt bad that, oh my God, I was so adamant. I was so much wanting this shoe. But now these new shoes, which were giving me pleasure 5 minutes back, are giving me pain, are causing me pain. Why? Because my father, is wearing a shoe with a hole. This money I could have used. He felt really bad, and then he no longer used that shoe. So at times, parents might say, why you need a new mobile? Why you need a smartphone? Or why you need a smart watch? And even when my friends have it, even I want to have it, right? At times we do feel, mere friend ke paas hai, so even I want. But you should understand. Try to hear their sound. Try to hear their feelings. Try to hear their concerns, which we might not understand now. It is said, the day you get married, you will realize the importance of your parents. Why? At home, you all are sleeping till, of course, you all are devotees, you all must be getting up early. But at home, you have the liberty to sleep and get up at your own convenience. When you're working, you come home and the prasadam is ready for you. Right? You just, now you have come to Pune. You all will go home, put your clothes for washing. Apne aap dhoke, istri, everything will be done. Right? It will be done. Who does all those things? Our parents, they do. Our mother, she does it. But one thing she tells and we forget all the things which she has done. So understand. A mother, she cares for you. So if she cares for you, she has right to correct you also. Don't take her in a wrong way. Try to understand what she is trying to tell you. Because the day you get married, you will miss your mother the most. Because over there you will have another mother. Right? I'm not saying that, how, movies mein dikhate, they are very khadusas and, ऐसे वो चप्पल लेके या तो kerosene लेके जला देंगे. It's not all those type of things. Mother-in-law are also very good. They are also very nice. But a mother is a mother. A mother's place no one can take. So always not mother, I'll tell you, parents' place. No one can take them. A parents, there always are parents, whether you are 2-year-old child or whether you are 82-year-old child. A mother will always see you as a small child. I remember when I used to when I was married and when I used to go back to Mumbai, first thing what I used to do was, my mother, and I remember my mother still standing at that window waiting for me. And when she's going to come home. She used to wait for me, and as soon as she used to open the door, I said, Mama, sit on the sofa. And I should just put my head on her lap. And I said, keep your hand on my head now. Because that, that pat, I was missing the most. So remember, give that love. Give that time to your parents. Because this is the time when you can do that. I know we all are busy in our life. Studies, job, ये सब चलता रहने वाला है. There is never going to be a full stop. It's going to go on. But give some time to your parents. They are the one who has given the most important years of their life to you. When they were young, they could have locked you in a room and gone for a movie. Right? They could have done that. They could have said, "Arey, kuch bhi khila do, chalo, hum log kuch karenge." No. But, and you remember, you used to ask the same question, Mama, what is this? Mama, what is this? Mama, what is this? And they used to answer patiently 100 times. And now same question if Mama asks you 5 times, Mama, ek baar bola na, don't you understand? I used to say that. How many of you reply like this? We all. Right? We lose our patience very easily. But if they would have lost their patience, we would have not been what we are today. So keep that patience. Give that much time. Give them that much love. Because they are worth it. And remember, we don't have choice to choose our parents. Let's Krishna say, oh, you girl, tell me what type of parents do you want? And then we give our this thing, Krishna, aise hone chahiye, aise hone chahiye, aise hone chahiye. No. Krishna knows what is best for us. I remember my best friend. We used to stay in opposite building. So we are friends since childhood. So like her mother was a working mother and my mother was a housewife. So you also always feel, she was like, wow, your mother is a housewife, whole day she's at home, so nice for you, whenever you want your mama is there. And she said, wow, your mother is a working mother, when you don't want your mother to be at home, she's not there, So you have your own time, you have your own liberty. So I used to feel like that, and she used to think otherly. So, but Krishna knows what is best for us. So Krishna is going to give us that type of parents. He has given us that type of parents. We don't have choice. It is given, we have to accept. Similarly, our parents also don't have choice. We are hum jaise hai waise hai. So they are accepting us. They are loving us for what we are. Don't try to change your parents. Please don't try to change your parents. Don't say, Mama, you don't know this? Come, I'll teach you. This is wrong. No. They know better than us. They must be now 40 years old, 40, 45. So they have seen the world more than us. They know more things than us. So don't try to change them. Try to accept them the way they are. Love them for what they are. Okay, we are not perfect. Are we perfect? No. So why we are expecting our parents to be perfect? Why we expect that they should always be loving to us? Why do we expect that they should do this thing for me, this thing for me? We are also giving them targets. In company, the targets are achieved, they have been awarded as best employee. So we are giving targets to our parents. If she does this, she is the best mother. If she doesn't do it, then she is not a good mother. So don't give targets, but give them unconditional love. Right? Even if they are not devotees. Now we will say my parents are not devotees. So what should I do? If they are not devotees, they are not Hiranyakashipu also. Right? Have your parents tried to throw you from the cliff? Have they tried to throw you in the fire? No. Then why we are treating them as demons? They are not demons. So remember the way they are, whether they are devotees or they are not devotees. If we give them love, if we behave in a correct manner, very soon they'll become a devotee. It all depends on our behavior, how we behave, how we treat them. Outside world, we try to be good devotees. We try to show we are so simple, humble. Yes, Mataji, yes, Mataji. And at home, yes, Mummy. Right? So that should not be there. We should be same even at home. So I hope I am clear at this point. Now let us go towards our friends. Now here Krishna has given us choice. Parents, Krishna didn't give us choice. But Krishna has given us choice to select friends. And friends are like oxygen. Do you agree?
Yes.
We cannot live without friends. We all want friends. I remember when, why I came to Krishna consciousness. I was speaking about my best friend. She told me, "Chal, aaj mandir jate." I said, "Mandir?" She said, it was Sunday, I remember. And she told me, but remember, and I used to like one thing. Having big nails and that nail polish thing. I used to really love it. And she said, but you know what? It's not allowed in the temple. So you please remove this nail polish. And I was like, okay, fine. And I removed it. And I did. And after that, I have not done it again. So it was like, at that time, so that was a connection. And she said, you have, and imagine, she had given me cotton dress. You have to wear cotton dress. I said, now why cotton dress? She said, no, dupatta jara sir pe रहेंगे ना तो गिरता नहीं है. बाप रे मंदिर में सिर पे रखना पड़ेगा. Actually, yes. But just because she was my best friend, we had such bonding. I went with her to that temple. And because she was my good friend, my real friend, she introduced me to Krishna consciousness. So these are the real friends. So for friends, we can do anything, right? We can do anything at 2 p.m. Even if they give call at 2 a.m., they give us a call. We are there. We will not tell them, "Hari, itne raat ko kyun phone kiya?" No, we are there for them. So our friends, who are our real friends? Our real friends are the one who understands us, who care for us, who will tell us what we need to hear, not what we want to hear. Now I like to hear my glorification. So there are some friends who will always keep glorifying me and get the work done. But my real friend will not do this. If I am doing something wrong, she will correct me. That stop, you are doing this wrong. And I will say, why? I might not like it at that time. But I know my real friend, she will be with me for what I am. There are some friends, who will say, in colleges, they say, come, you should go to pubs, you should wear such type of dresses, you should drink, you should have. Understand? So you should have all these things. If you do all these things, only then you are in our group. Otherwise, we are not going to include you in our group. So your real friends will not tell you like this. Your real friend will not tell you to change. Your real friend will accept you the way you are. The way you are. They will not say, no, aisa hi karna hai. Wear jeans, then you can be with my group. And then you can join the group. If you do this. No. Your real friend will accept the way you are. And they will stand with you no matter whatever happens in your life. And I am blessed to have such good friends. And you will praise one of them. She is my friend since, I think, many years. 99. Since 99 we are friends. So, she is the one who can openly correct me. So, it's a blessing to have such friends. And of course, Prem Bhakti Ras Mataji is always there, but she's so humble, she never corrects me. So that's the problem. So we should be blessed if we have some good friends in our life.
Let's clap for the mic being checked up finally.
So if you have such friends in your life, remember it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And we should always understand. We should be very conscious what our friends tells us to do. Now, I'll give you a small example. For all those who are working or all those who are in college, you can relate. Like suppose a project is given to you. And you all are in a group of 2-3 girls together. So you are the smart one. Okay, you can organize, you can take leadership and you can do everything. And there is some other girl, who's a little lazy and who's not much active. And she'll say, oh wow, you're so great at it. And you think, yes, I am. And she'll make you do all the work. But when it comes to take the credit, she'll be the first one to run. That yes, I did it, right? We must have experience like that. So we don't need such friends. We don't need such cheap popularity. We don't need such cheap glorification. Anyone can do it. It's easy to glorify someone and get the work done. But that's not real friendship. That's not real glorification. The real friendship is what a friend who always feels for you. A friend who always cares for you. I remember, in my worst phase of my life, it was 2008. 2008, my mother passed away. She had cancer. So, she passed away and within 2 days, I delivered a baby. And it was really a tough time for me. Really a tough time. And I just delivered and when I opened my eyes, in next few hours, after my delivery, my 2 friends were standing next to me. And they had come from Mumbai. They were staying in joint family. They had their family issues. But they tackled everything, they managed everything and they just came for me. And they just stayed for a day. In the evening, they just left. So these are friends who understand that they have to be when you need them the most. And it was not that when they came, they did something big for me. They were just sitting next to me. We didn't speak much, but my friends were holding my hands. They were like, we are there for you. We are there for you. So that feeling, I'm still grateful to those friends of mine. Because they knew that this is the time I need them. Without me telling. It was a surprise for me. Without me telling. Leaving all the problems of their life. They ran. They came because they understood. This is the time she needs the most. So we should have such friends. Now it's not give and take relationship between friends. मैं तेरे साथ कल आई ना, तू मेरे साथ आ. I cook for you today, tomorrow you are going to cook for me. No, it's not. Of course, in friends we do have expectations. In all relationships we have expectations, right? So even with friends we have expectations. But those expectations are not such that it's going to create tension. Now tell me, when you go to your friend's house, do you go in stress? अरे यार मुझे ये करना पड़ेगा, वो करना पड़ेगा. No, we are happy. We are free. So that type of relation should be there. Now let us take example of Karna and Duryodhana. They were good friends, right? They were good friends. They were there for each other. But they had such ulterior motives. Duryodhana, he was so strong, he knew, he was powerful than all all the Pandavas except one. Who? Arjuna. He knew I can defeat all 4 of them. But एक है जिसको I cannot defeat. And he was searching someone who can defeat Arjuna. And when he saw Karna, that he has equal powers like Arjuna, he offered his friendship. And how? By giving him lots of favors. He made him king, he did so many things. And Karna, he thought Duryodhana is my good friend. He's caring for me. So he was accepting all the favors. But when the time came of the final war, Kurukshetra war, Krishna told Karna that you know what is right, you know what is wrong. You are standing at the step of adharma. Step down, come to the side of dharma. But what did Karna say? No. Duryodhana needs me the most. When I needed, he was there for me. Because he was seeing everything from material point of view. Krishna promised him that if you come to the side of Pandavas, I'm sure Yudhishthira will make you the king. You will be the king because you are the elder brother. So leave everything. Just come. But he said no. Even though he knew that what he is doing is wrong, but still he was with his friend. Now that type of friends we don't need when we are doing something wrong and they are just, ha, chal, I'm with you. No. We want someone to tell us, stop, you're doing it wrong. This is not the way to be done. कोई कान पकड़ के खींच के लेके आना चाहिए. No. They are our real friends. And we are so lucky in Krishna consciousness we have each other. Right? To pull us. You didn't get that? Do. Will push us, will drag us, will make us lively in Krishna consciousness. Like Yugal Priya does that to me. She is very enthusiastic, so she makes me lively. So, you know how enthusiastic she is, right? So we need such friends. We need such friends. So we should all have those friends whom we can rely on. So make true friends. Even though if you have 2 friends, that's fine. But have good friends. We don't need 100 friends. Do we need 100 friends? If we need 100 friends, that means we are running behind popularity. No, it's okay. I'm telling I have only 5 friends. No more. I only find 5 friends since my college life. I'm talking about my best friends. So they're still with me. So we should be like that. Have less friends, but let's have real friends. Who can understand us, who will be there for us, and who will never leave us. Who will always be behind us. Like, they'll be like Krishna. That, if there is need, they'll become like a sarthi. Not in an actual sense, but, they will guide us. Any problem comes, they will shield you. Then don't worry. We are there with you. And you all feel comfort when you have such friends, right? If you have such friends, you will say, I have no problem. Chalo, I am ready to take any adventure. Not material adventure, any adventure of life. So please try to have good friends. And even if we have good friends, like now we have good friends, that's a fortune, that's a blessing, that's a mercy on us. We do have good friends. But do we listen to them when they guide us? नहीं, वो ना मुझसे जलती है. She's envious of me. उसके लिए वो ना मुझे ऐसा करती है. We judge our friends, right? At times we do judge our friends. Why? Because we don't like corrections. Nobody in this world likes corrections. Nobody. Nobody will like corrections. Everyone likes praises. But if you say you are doing wrong and you like, what? You will do like that. I cannot be wrong. Because we have that big ego, which will not allow us to accept our faults. So don't let that happen. If a genuine friend, if a real friend is telling us something, then you are going wrong here. You need some improvement here. Do change yourself. We have our mentors. Our mentors are our best friends. We are lucky to have such wonderful Matajis, who are there to guide you. They might say, why you are not chanting? Why you are getting up so late? You are not reading? Why you didn't come for that festival? So they will keep asking this thing, regularly from you. But you have to understand, they are well-wisher. Why? They also have many other things to do. Right? They also have many other things to do. But they are investing their precious time in you. Why? Because they want you to get connected to Krishna. They want you to come closer. I'm sure these all Matajis have left in the sense, left behind their family for 4 days. And I've got all of you over here. Right? Why? To give you a wonderful experience. Right? They must be having children, their children must be missing them, their husband must be missing them, their in-laws must be missing them. So many things. Right? But still they have come. It's not easy. It's not easy. Being a family person, to leave everything and going for 2-3 days and coming back and seeing your whole house up and down, it's not easy for me at least. So we have to understand, you have to be grateful. If you are not grateful, G-R-A-T-E-F-U-L, you are a grateful, G-R-E-A-T-F-O-O-L. So remember which grateful you want to be. Okay? You want to be F-U-L or F-O-O-L. So always be grateful to our mentors, to our friends, to our elders, and to our parents. Now let's talk about our last best friend. Any guesses?
Krishna.
I'm searching for some other name. No, not Sudama. I know Krishna and Sudama are good friends. But sorry? We have already spoken about them. Yes, our mentors are our best friend, but we have already spoken about them. Sorry? Prabhupada, yes. But I'm not talking about Prabhupada now. Life partner, that will be a different seminar. Siblings. No, sorry. Our heart. Who is in the heart? Paramatma. So I'm talking about Paramatma. Yes? So now let us talk about Paramatma. Do you agree there is someone inside? Yes? There is someone inside. Whether we can hear or whether we cannot hear. But koi to hai. Yes? So Paramatma, always remember, Paramatma is always there to guide you, to guide all of us. Now I'll tell you one short story. There was a man, he was driving a car and somehow he met with an accident. So accident hua, he rolled. There was a cliff, he fell off. And there was a tree. He was hanging on that tree. Krishna, help me. No answer. He said, Krishna, I'm a true devotee. Please help me. And he heard Krishna's voice. Lucky, he was a true devotee. Leave your hands. Krishna, what are you telling this? This is the only Sahara, only shelter which I have. You are telling me to leave my hands? Sorry, Krishna. He said, Krishna, you have to help me. Krishna, I'm helping you. Leave your hands. I'll do everything, whatever you say, but I'll not leave this. And jitni baar Krishna was telling him to leave his hand, he was holding the branch more and more tightly. And Krishna, leave, believe me, leave your hand. Like, no, Krishna, you cannot fool me. So whole night he was standing like that. And in the morning, the villagers came and they found him dead. And he was dead. And he was just 1 feet away from the ground. But he didn't have that much faith in Krishna. If he would have left that branch, what would have happened? Easily land over, he could have gone. But he had more faith in him. Now, you're a pure devotee, not me, but Krishna will not come to guide me like this and leave your hand. Inside our heart, Krishna is there to guide. Many times Krishna tells us, leave off this thing, leave off that thing. No, Krishna, I'm still attached. Krishna, give me some more time, I'm still attached. Right? Does it happen? Yes, it happens. We are attached to so many small things, I'll tell you. When I clean my cupboard, every time I remove this many saris. No, not this time, I'll give it next time. This sari, no, I'll give it next time. And again, I keep it back. I may not wear that sari. I will not wear that sari, but that sari is still there. Because I'm attached to it. Right? So we are attached to so many small things. And Krishna tells us, leave this attachment. And we are like, no, Krishna. And how much Krishna says, leave, we hold it more tightly. So that should not be there. Understand, Krishna is our well-wisher. Krishna is there to guide us. Now you'll say, but Mataji, we cannot hear what is Krishna saying. How can we hear? Krishna is in the heart. Right? He's there in the heart. But we cannot hear him. Why?
We are not ready with it.
We are not ready, we are not connected. Okay, now we all get up early in the morning, we try to look in the mirror to see हम कैसे लग रहे हैं, right? But if that mirror has lot of dust, will you be able to see your image? No. What you have to do? Clean it. Now there is so much of dust, you are cleaning, all dust is coming up. And what you do? You cough, you sneeze, everything happens. But then you say, Papa, chhod do, I am going to stop it. Or you still continue cleaning it. What do? We still continue doing it. Why? Because we want a clear image or clean mirror, so that we can see ourselves. Similarly, Krishna is there in our heart. Krishna is there. But there are so many layers of dust accumulated, not only of this lifetime. Years and years and years and years and years. So even if Krishna is trying to tell us something, we are not able to hear. So we have to clean it. We have to clean it. How can we clean it? Yes, we have to chant. Now, you must be saying, Mataji, I am chanting since 6 years. Still I am getting angry. Still there are so many attachments. Still I am not, there are so many things which, I am not able to give up. Now, when we clean the mirror, do we cough and do we sneeze? So this cleaning process going on, right? Similarly, when we chant, the dust is getting cleared, but it is coming up. The anarthas, they are getting cleared, but they are coming up on the surface. So when they are coming up on the surface, it makes us more angry. It is making up for that. You should not say, "Mujhe gussa hai because mera cleaning process chal raha hai." You should not give that excuse. You should try to improve, but you should understand that cleaning process is happening. And when now, if you are coughing, are you going to say, "Oh, cough, cough"? No, you cover yourself, right? You take some measures. So similarly, when you are getting more angry, when you are getting more lusty, you have to take some measures. And only when you do that, your heart is clean. And then you can hear the Paramatma. So we all want Paramatma to be there to guide us, but we have to do that cleaning process. And only when that cleaning process happens, we can hear our Paramatma. And I am telling you, at times, what should I do? Should I do this, that, heart, mind, kiska sunu? Right? And at times, theek hai, chalo, I am confused, I got all the clear answer, I can hear what Paramatma is saying. But again, like that man, Paramatma is guiding, but we don't have faith. Right? So, at that time, don't take decision on your own. We have seniors to guide us. Right? Go to them. Ask them, Mataji, this isn't happening. What should I do? They are the best person to guide us. Whenever something goes wrong in our life, we have that one person in your life to whom you can go to. At any point of time. At night 2 o'clock, at morning 5 o'clock, at any time. I know if I have a problem, I have to just go to that Mataji, I'll speak to her and I'm happy. So we all need that push. Right? We all need that push. So we should have someone to push us. Not off the cliff, but towards Krishna. So have that some person in your life. It can be your friends, it can be your mentors, it can be anyone. But do have that one person in your life. And with that one person, be transparent. Be transparent. Like it is said, you should always be truthful in front of lawyers and doctors. Right? If you hide something from them, then you can be in big trouble. Similarly, we add one more, we add even our mentors. Be truthful to your mentors. Because if you hide something from them, they will not be able to guide you properly. And if they are not able to guide you properly, and if they tell you something else, the solution doesn't work. And you feel, Mataji, your answer is not working. But you missed something important. So be transparent to them. Be loyal to them. At times, we might not like what they have told us. We might not like. It's natural. Go and seek clarification. Go and seek clarification. Remember, envy and gossip. These two things will ruin our spiritual life. And, since many births, we have got this spiritual life, right? Mila hai. Now let us take it and grow it. It's a precious thing. When we get something precious, a diamond, what you will do? You will take care nicely, right? Even simple iPhone. Now those who have iPhone, will you just throw it? मेरे पापा गिर गया, oh, everything is fine. No, we do like that. We value our iPhone. You know, जो मार्केट में बहुत दूसरा भी मिल जाएगा, but we don't value the person in our life. Like, you know, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj always says, like, we value things and not people. It should be ulta. We should value people and not things. But nowadays, everything is ulta. You know, for us, if someone is good, why? Because we are getting something from them. So where we have our own, sense gratification, we run behind them. That should not be there. Cut all those things. Go for real things. You know, I'm sure, like you must be knowing, this material world is such. A real lemon is used to wash hands, right? A real lemon is used to wash hands, and we all drink that, nimbus and all, which is all full of artificial lemon. So we all are running behind those artificial things. And what are we using real thing for? To wash hands. Better take that real lemon and make a lemon juice and drink it, rather than having those nimbus and all things which is not at all good for health. This is what we are doing. We are running behind those things which are least important in our life. Run behind those things which are meaningful, which are important. And then you will see the change in your life. So I hope I'll not take much time. I'm sure you will also have something to say. So if you have any questions, I can answer. You will please complain, but there's much you also can help me in answering. If you want to add something, you can first add. Anyone has any question?
How can we understand if you are progressing in life?
How can we understand when we are progressing in life? Nice question. How do you rate your progress? How do we rate our progress? Tell me. By sadhana chart. Okay.
If we are doing better than the last time.
Okay, better than the last time.
By the way we are reacting.
I'll tell you one thing. Remember, everyone can become a good devotee. But not everyone can become a good human. What does that mean? What is the difference between being a good devotee and a good human? Who can tell me this? What is the difference? Yes.
Devotees only care for Lord, but human, being a good human, cares about everything, animal, human beings, everything.
Okay, somewhat close.
Devotees are near to the spiritual life, but humans are near to the spiritual life as well as human values, ethics, emotions, and they care for everything, everyone. They care for feelings of everyone.
Okay, so I'll answer this. A good devotee. How do we rate a good devotee? Chanting 16 rounds early in the morning, Brahma Muhurat. Reading Bhagavatam for 1 hour every day. Doing many sevas in the temple. So yes, these are all good devotees, and we should always aspire to be a good devotee. But we should remember, when we are running to become a good devotee, we should not forget that we have to become a good human being also. What does it mean by being a good human? A good human cares for other devotees. A good human cares for other people also. I cannot say, hey, you are non-devotee, you are Mayavadi, just go away. I cannot say that. So it's not like that, you understand? A good person. So it's easy to become a good devotee. What do you have to do? Just chant and all. But it's difficult to become a good human being. And what we have to become? We have to become a good devotee and we have to become a good human being. What we hear, we have to practice. Not just hear it. So when you are practicing what you are hearing, when you are following what you are saying, that means you are progressing. Now when I say, gussa nahi hona hai, gussa nahi hona hai, gussa nahi hona hai, she herself cannot control her anger and she is instructing me to control. Now, that's a wrong thing. But I know. But what I am practicing and then I tell others, it makes sense. So, how do we understand? If I am progressing, I will follow what I have read. Okay?
Any other questions? Mataji?
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So, Mataji, when you say that it is okay for us to have a small set of friends. I'm sorry, Mataji. So, class was wonderful.
That's fine. Perfectly fine. You can just directly jump to the question, not an issue.
Yeah.
That's perfectly
So,
fine.
when you say that we are supposed to have a small circle of friends and even that is enough, does that mean that we don't give a chance to others? Or just be satisfied with what we have?
No. When I said that you should have a small set of friends, I meant that if you have real genuine friends and if they are 100, it's wonderful. But don't run behind the numbers. Even if you have 2 genuine friends, be happy with it. But that doesn't mean that you cannot go beyond 2. You cannot go beyond 5. You can surely go beyond. But they should be genuine friends. So not that just countable friends. If you are really lucky, you will have hundreds of real friends. Like Yudhishthir Maharaj, he was Ajat Shatru. Everyone was his friend. Why? Because he was like that. So we have to be like that. If we are like that, it's like, have you seen if a small piece of sugar, a cube of sugar, is fallen on the floor, what will happen? All ants will come. So we have to be like the sugar. We have to attract ants. Not in real life ants, but we have to attract people towards us. And we can attract only by our goodness, by our sincerity, by our simplicity. If you preach and if you follow what you are doing, you will never have, see, there are many people who will, who might not consider you as your friend, as their friend. But when they are in problem, they know, even if there is no one to help me, I am sure this girl is going to help me. So wherever they are, they'll come to you. So we should be like that. That whether they are there for me or not, doesn't matter. But when they are in need, they should remember that yes, I am the one to whom they can come. So be that friend. So if you be that friend, they will always value you.
Yeah, good. It's on.
Mataji, if you want to add, please do add.
Hare Krishna Mataji, as you said, we all are devotees with respect to devotees. After going to home, we fight with our mother. Like hell, we'll fight with her. We'll always answering her in different ways and in anger also. We'll hurt her. Sometimes she will cry also. How can we stop that? Actually, I want to know.
See, it is said if a mistake is done once, we always have chance to improve. Don't let that mistake become your habit. At times, see, we all are human beings. We all get angry. It happens. We get angry. We tell something ill to our mother. And if she has cried. At that time, maybe for you, her tears don't matter. But after some time, when you realize, go to her. Beg forgiveness. Saying sorry will make her feel good. She'll be happy if you have realized your mistake. And see you that don't do it next time. Yes? I can understand it. I have done that many times. And the problem is, now when I realize I don't have a mother to whom I can go and apologize. So don't let that situation come in your life. If you have done, if you have hurt anyone, apologize at the right time. Krishna is not going to give you time again. At times, you will want to say sorry, but where is that person? So, apologize. Nothing, don't let ego come in between. Just go and say, Mama, I'm sorry. I know I spoke some words which has really hurt you. I don't mean it. It just came out. I don't mean it. And I'm telling you this, apologizing not only to your mother, future may even to your partner. Always have a humble approach. Say sorry and let the thing end.
Your mothers will be surprised to see you back home like this.
They will ask Mataji to conduct more camps.
Why did you come back? You could be there and be more improvised.
Mataji, we already got some instructions. Personally, please usko thoda samjha dena. This is all unplanned.
Yes, please. Who wants to ask? You have a question. On the line. On it.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I have a doubt. Like, you gave some features of a good friend, right? Those applies for us also, right? So, the thing is, like, I'm very straightforward. So, whenever I say something, that is not like, I have something in my heart. I say it out of concern. But in the end, they'll take it to the heart and they're like, no, they get upset with that. And I don't know that because I'm always straightforward. So in the end, it feels for me like I should stop being straightforward and it is better to act like, nothing, like, I should stop them from doing this and that, let them do that, and I should at least remain silent. But also this gives me another, a thought that if I do like that, I'll be like, not included in that, for example, let's take it in a devotion way, in a devotee, if a group of friends are there, if they are doing something wrong, I don't want to mention that. If I remain silent, then that silence I have to carry it whole day. So I'll be apart from that. I want to be included, but at the same time, I don't want to be very straightforward, and I don't want them to hurt. So how do I carry that?
Nice question. Before we speak, we have to think three things. What to speak, when to speak, and how to speak. Yes, it's good being straightforward. But straightforward should not be like that, like a knife. It just cuts the opposite person. You can be straightforward, but how you present your words is really important. That opposite person should feel it. That yes, this is my friend who really wants some change in me. So I'm not telling you to be duplicitous or be a sweet talker, but try to say the same thing in a good way. Now, if your mama, if you're hungry, an example, I say, Mama, ye le beta, le 2 roti and you throw it on there. Will you eat it? Tell me, will you eat it? No, I said, Mama, I'm full. I don't want it. I said, no beta, le. Aur ek le beta, aur ek le. So you feel like eating one more roti. So now Mama will say, my intention was good. I was giving you 2 roti. But did you feel it? No. So what you speak, how you speak is important. So that person, your emotions should get conveyed to the opposite person also. Right? So you should think before speaking. Like say if you have that problem, think before speaking that okay, if I use these words, it's going to hurt them. Let me change. Now if I say, you are very arrogant. Can you be a little sweet in tone? Just change the words. Can you tell me that sweetly? So then a simple change of words makes a difference. So try to implement. It's good to be straightforward, but not that straightforward, which ruins the relationship. Yes. Mataji, if you want to add up, please.
Just one minute coming back.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, in this Kalyug, going as a bit good human, it is very hard. Everyone uses us and they'll throw us that. There won't be any mistake of us, but we will face the consequences. So, being is good very difficult these days. I am not able to know how I can be a good human to all. We can't be good to our enemies. Sometimes I am ready to help even for my enemies, because even in enemies we need to see our Krishna. So I am ready, but again that enemies, I faced them, again they were doing the same thing. So what, give me a suggestion on how to face, how I want to be a good human as well as a devotee. So how I can balance in this Kalyug?
Nice question. So yes, we have to be humble. But being humble doesn't mean that we have to be like doormat. People coming, wiping their feet and just going off. So we don't have to be a doormat. We have to have proper understanding. What does humility actually means? You should have your self-respect too. Right? Never ever compromise your self-respect for anyone. It's very necessary. Once your self-respect is compromised, you'll go into depression. So don't let things ever happen to you. And yes, if there are some people who are just using you, keep a respectable distance. It's not always we have to be for everyone. We cannot make everyone happy. Remember that. We cannot make everyone happy. There will be people in this world who are going to be upset with us, who are not going to like us. Accept it. Take it, it's fine. So keep a respectable distance. Don't gossip about them. Don't indulge in any loose talks about them. जितना जरूरी उतना बात करो. Yes, if they need help, do it, but not at the cost of your self-respect. Don't go out of your way. Let them also understand. Few things we have to make them understand, but we have to do it in a good way. So don't be a doormat. Be a smart girl. You should know what is to be done, when is to be done, and how much is to be given. Right? You cannot just give. Now, you all are, big enough. You know, in a bank, right? Unless we deposit money, we cannot take it. Right? We cannot remove any cash. So, मैं deposit कर रही हूँ. But if I don't remove it, if I'm just removing and I'm not depositing it, is it going to help me? No. Similarly, in a relationship, just don't give. You have to give, but at certain point, unless you get something, that is not selfish. I'm not telling you to be selfish, but you have to be such that you know this is my limit. After this, I have to say no. Otherwise, there are 10 people who are ready to dance on your head. Don't let that happen. Be smart. We all have to be smart. Humility, don't consider being humble. मतलब hey Trinad अपनी सुनिए आओ मारो मुझे कुछ भी करो. No, people are waiting to do that. We have to be humble in a true sense. Okay, so be humble, but in a true sense, not show off humility. It's not going to pay you off, right? It's not going to take you anywhere. It will only lead you to the clinical psychologist office. So be smart. So understand the true meaning of humility. Should we end?
Close the door now. Remember, class is finished. There are many hands raised. We'll just finish this side, then we'll go behind. That could also have a question.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Like you said that envy and gossip will ruin our spiritual life, but anyone in this material world to some degree or some has envy in their heart. So does that mean, at least in me, so does that mean I'll never advance in spiritual life?
Something like that. See, we all like this material world. It's natural for us to be envious. It's natural. Like, she has such beautiful hair. Aside, we can become envy of small things. But what I try to do is, and what I've heard from my senior, when you envy about someone for what they have, glorify them. That wow, you're so good at it. Wow, and I'm not saying just to maska bali, not like just say buttering them. Genuinely mean it. When you do it, Krishna will remove that envy. And it's difficult to glorify someone whom you envy. It's really difficult. Try it. It's not easy. But when you do it, थोड़ा सा pain होता है. It pains like you are so ऐसे निकलने में. It's difficult. But when you do it, Krishna is happy. And I'm telling you that envy goes away. And we have to remove that envy. And then, spiritual life becomes easy. What is the use of that envy with devotees? We all have to go together to spiritual life, to Krishna, right? To spiritual world, I'm so sorry. So this envy is not going to take us anywhere. It's going to bring us down. So genuinely glorify that person. Pray to Krishna. Krishna, I'm really envious of that person. Because she has so many good qualities. And because she has those good qualities which I don't have, help me to glorify her. And when you glorify her, you'll see those qualities coming in you. But when you gossip, what happens like in a gossip? अरे यार ये लड़की ना बहुत snore करती है, बहुत snore करती है. Keep gossiping. After 2-3 months, you'll see you are snoring. So it comes to you. When you gossip about others, about something which, something bad about something bad in a person, very soon that quality comes in. So it happens both ways, good ways and bad ways. Better glorify. Why to gossip? It's difficult, but it's easy also. Right? Rather than having some more thing to tackle, better glorify. And genuinely glorify. It will help you. Just try it out. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Then the Kanak. Mataji, how to tackle gossips, like some friends gossip about us in front of us. Then how can we tackle those friends? Please, yeah, I don't want to hear this. And how to tackle? They will get hurt now.
Okay, so gossiping when they're doing in front of is not called gossiping. Gossiping is always done behind your back. Okay, so sorry. Criticism. Okay. So you should understand why they are criticizing you. You have something worth which they don't have. That's why they are criticizing you. Simple equation, right? Why do we criticize someone? Because they are good at something which we are not at. So it's easy way criticize them. We get so much satisfaction, like right? We get so much satisfaction. But what is the use of that satisfaction? So when you have such friends who are criticizing you, better say bye bye tata, see you, I don't want to see you again in my life. Then okay, they're criticizing some of your other friends. Don't be a part of it. You don't be a part of it, because imagine when they are criticizing someone who is not present over there, when you will not be there, they'll criticize you also. So don't be a part of it. Never ever be a part of any gossiping. If you can improve, like if you can change them, it's good. If not, better stand up and say I have some other work to do. Why to hear that? Why to get affected by that? You know, when we hear gossip somewhere, we also get affected. Kahin na kahin, no, but and somewhere we also like to hear that, you know, negative about someone. We like to hear, kya bola? You know, or 10 काम कहीं से तो खड़े हो जाते हैं. We like to hear. So don't be a part of it. Just if you can stop them, it's good. If not, just go away. And if you cannot do anything, be quiet. Do your work. She's asking, like, does astrological charts change after coming to Bhakti? Now it's a very tricky question for me to answer, but I'll answer as per my understanding. See, we all are in this material world, right? We are not still pure devotees. So, you know, the planets are there, they're going to affect us in some or the other way. Unless we become pure, they will not affect us. So, whatever it is, just pray to Krishna and do whatever your senior tells you to do. Because everyone has different understanding. I cannot impose my understanding to you on this. But yes, you know, we are not pure devotees, so they are going to affect us. What can be done? We can discuss with our mentors. This is the last question.
How does the parents, friends, and the subconscious mind link to the right sound and Krishna?
Okay, good question. Now we started the topic with sound vibration, right? So you know, when I say sound vibration, I will say hearing right sound, right? So here, you know, parents, when they are telling us something to improve on or something, we don't see their concern, we don't see their feelings. What we hear is their negative words. To try to focus on the right sound. That right sound literally doesn't mean sound, it means intention. When I am talking about right sound of friends, try to hear those friends who are your well-wishers, who genuinely care for you, not those friends who are ready to flatter you for some work. And when I say Paramatma will always give the right sound, right? Only we need to hear it. I hope I have answered.
Let her finish. She raised that. Yeah. Mic on.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I have it out that everyone in our life have few desires. If they are not fulfilled, we get upset. But even we think that maybe Krishna is having better plans for us. But again, we get a question mark that why Krishna put us in such a situation.
Okay. Now, you know, yes, what you said is right. We all have some desires. Now, if you have some small desires, try to fulfill it. If it is not affecting your bhakti, try to fulfill your desire. Have you seen a spring? Usko dabayenge. What will happen when I leave it? The same thing happens. Our desire, we are suppressing, and zoop it. So, like, if you have some few small desires which is not going to affect our bhakti, fulfill it. Right? But if there are some big desires which is really going to hamper our bhakti, try, to Krishnaize it or try to do something. I cannot answer you because I don't know about what desires you are speaking, but I am telling you one thing. There are at times, if you have some desires and when you come to bhakti and you leave that desire, after some years, Krishna will fulfill that desire and then you will feel like, I don't want it Krishna now. I want it way back. Not now. But Krishna still remembers and he will fulfill it. But he will fulfill at the right time. Not when he want it. At his time, but he does it. So just see, don't suppress all the desires. Some desires you need to finish it off. Like, we tell our girls, like Mataji, I'm sorry, I don't know how it works. Like, girls, they like wearing shorts. Like, so what we tell girls that instead of wearing it outside, when you come for girls' camp, during sleeping time, instead of wearing night suit, you can wear shorts. Why? Your desire is fulfilled and you are wearing it in a safe environment. So your desire is fulfilled. At times, girls just want to feel it. कि कैसे लगता है करके. So they want to experiment it. So do it in this way. Not going outside and wearing it. So you understand. So it's such desire, you can just see where I can fulfill this. So you'll be happy.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you for the lecture. Mataji, in the beginning you mentioned that thanks for mentioning सबके parents चिक करते हैं. I was thinking मेरे करते हैं क्या ज़्यादा. And everybody there is so comfortable. But you also said we have to understand their emotions and we have to accept it, and then so the one thing they say we can't hold that against them. But if that one thing is like against our mission of consciousness, like literally unfavorable environment at home. So yeah, over the past 3-4 years, like both mom and dad are becoming more. They're accepting it, but still it's not like they think of it as something like you do after your retirement, like after 70, 60 is not the age to do, and it comments like "Tu ye kar le bas." So those really hurt and pinch, and those come at the time when like I work. So when my work is down, it comes at that point of time. So it's like you're doing that, it's going down, you're not able to manage your life. So it's like blowing things a little out of proportion, and also when this unfavorable environment has been continuing for the last 3-4 years, I am developing a little like resistance with my mom, like I'm not liking her so much. So I don't want to do that because I know she's my ever well-wisher here. So how can I overcome this feeling?
Now, see, if that situation is happening, first you have to understand what are your parents' expectations. And now, I remember, like when we joined Krishna consciousness, we 4 friends came together. So one of the friend was very intelligent. Her mother really wanted her to be UPS. Yes. So she was that intelligent, and her mother really wanted her to be that. And her mother knew that that was a capacity, she could have done it. But when she came to Bhakti, Padhai is Maya. This is what she thought. And she never did it. So she and her mother had a lot of clashes. And now, at this point of time, she's realizing that if she still says, if I wanted, I could have done that, and I could have become that officer. And today, if I would have been that officer, I could have been more help to ISKCON. So you understand. So what we have to understand, what are our parents expecting from us? First, try to understand, and in the name of Bhakti, are we trying to avoid that? If yes, try to improve. If no, that's fine. See, parents, they have their own expectations. There are some thought process, which parents and child is bound to have. Difference of opinion is going to be there. Just sit and have an open chat with them. that Mama, they don't feel that I should do this. But this is not my inclination. I want to do this, and assure her that my bhakti, my Krishna consciousness is not affecting anything what I want to become or what my goal is. Remember, as students, our biggest seva is doing good study. Don't neglect your studies in the name of bhakti. Don't bunk college and go to temple. We have done that, I'm sorry to say that, but don't do it. That's not a good example. Right? When we are students, we have to give our best. We have to be best student. Our parents should say, "Arey yaar, bhakti mein aake second rank se first rank pe aa gaye." They should see that change in us. If we are working in an office, try to become a good employee. Try to become a good worker. I'm not saying good means work-wise. Try to develop those qualities. So where your Krishna consciousness is getting reflected. So when your parents see that positive change in you, they will not complain. So understand what is their expectation from you. Understand how much you can fulfill. See, everything what they say is not going to be wrong.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not. Out of 100 things, let us give
100 out of 100 to them.
It's
like had with them.
100 things.
Except then unfavorable Krishna.
Out of 100 things, there are 20 things on which we don't agree.
Yeah.
So let us try to fulfill 80 things what we can. Yes, let us try to be, let us give us that satisfaction of 80%. 20% differences, 10% you try to resolve. 10% accept it, they are going to be dishappy. They are going to be unhappy with you. As a mother, I can tell my daughter, she does so much, still I'm unhappy at times. What to do? That's the nature of a mother. I'm sorry to say that. Because the problem is, we all want a perfect daughter. We all want a perfect partner. We all want a perfect mother. Whereas we ourselves are not perfect. Right? So remember, when we think, perfect, it's going to give us a dissatisfaction. Accept the person the way they are. Right? It will give you happiness. So just remember, 10% if they are going to be unhappy with you, accept it. That's fine. If you are making them happy 90 times, 90%, you have achieved the biggest goal in your life.
Thank you very much.
So I think I am done. So thank you so much for being such a wonderful audience. I really liked it. That you all have, made me revise what I am supposed to be. When you speak, you revise. You feel where you are also lacking and what you have to improve on. So thank you for being such a wonderful audience. And I'm telling you, I'm really learning from each one of you. So thank you for that wonderful questions. Thank you, Yugal Priya. Thank you, Mataji, for giving this wonderful opportunity. So thank you so much. I hope we keep meeting. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
मेरा समय है. Too bad.
I can sit there.
So we are just coming from Pandharpur, where there is this nectarian swift flow of Chandramara. While listening to her, I felt here there is another nectarian flow of Amritadhara. While she was speaking, it was just full of so much of substance you could make out. This is what we need to live a life. And as girls, we all will definitely pass through different phases of life, getting married, being a professional, having children, which is very common but obvious part of our. In fact, that's what completes us. That's what completes our journey. And of course, even after having children, we have to complete the cycle by becoming mother-in-law also, because that doesn't complete it either. And then we get to the old age, stuff like that. So, I mean, as you hear her, I always used to call her sacrifice. I mean, some of the friends from Bombay. She was always called a sacrifice personified. मतलब अगर मंदिर में महाराज लेक्चर करे तो हम लोग ऐसे बेशरम की तरह उठ के निकल जाते थे और ये मैडम अपनी मम्मी को संभालेगी, अपनी पापा को संभालेगी, अपने घर का संभालेगी. So we have always been calling her sacrifice personified, and she still remains the same. And that sacrifice, she's still sacrificing sitting next to me. So that sacrifice, you can see it very well reflected in her grooming of two children, Hemangi and Dhruvam. So very, very beautifully. I always appreciate her as one of the best mothers, because she's invested her life and soul into bringing up her two beautiful children, the best possible humans, devotees, etc. Rest is their choice. But she has done her part the best. So as I was listening, sitting here, I was like, oh, this should go on forever because I don't have to speak. And she's doing the most of the part. So let's give her a big hand. And I'm sure you want to hear more from her because this substance will not only nourish you, but it will get you a longer way in life. It will get you go long. So thank you so much, Anang Mohini. It's because of her I'm here in Pune. Give her a big hand.
Decided to embarrass me a lot today.
Good speaking the truth.
Mataji, please try. Come on.
On behalf of Hyderabad Girls Voice, we would really like to thank you for such a beautiful session. And I was really surprised the way she weaved the magic of sound through our daily life sounds, which we usually consider as noise. बहुत चिक 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 जैसे बातें ने शुरू किया है. Actually these are noises. हमको लगता है ये noises है, but they are beautiful music. She actually made us think about this wonderful music which is existing in our life. Because sometimes हमको लगता है music is always, it has to be sweet. जैसे Mataji gave us a very sweet version of music. बहुत सुंदर सुंदर उन्होंने कीर्तन सुनाया, विठ्ठला का, नाद ब्रह्मा. And when it's directly Krishna consciousness, we feel it's Krishna consciousness. But there are some things which are not directly Krishna consciousness, but they are a part of our life, and we have to, the way we accept it, we can really move further in our Krishna consciousness, as Mataji actually told. Like I was just recalling how even Shakuni, Mataji told him maska nahi lagana. He was very sweet, up front, in front of Duryodhan. But wo music हमको चाहिए क्या life में? And that is not real music. That is not the real sweet music. वो बाद में जो starting में nectar लगता है वो बाद में जहर ही होता है, right? So how beautifully Mataji weaved the magic of sound through our daily life. Thank you so much, Mataji. We are very, very grateful that you gave your valuable time, and I could see the passion and the realization, like Mataji told, she's sacrificed, personified. This is the first time I'm meeting her, but the way she was conveying things, I could feel she has gone through everything in her personal life, and she was talking out of realization rather than quoting shlokas from left and right from this scripture and that. That is her personal life personified, I would say. Thank you so much, Mataji. Please let us thank her by saying 3 loud Haribol. Mataji, we would like you to accept a small token of love from all of us. Please, we will be really grateful. कुछ नहीं है, छोटा सा हम तो उतना दे नहीं सकते, आपने जितना दिया है.
एक और sacrifice कर लो.